Guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to clean a window with a water-fed pole like a pro. Okay, first of all, look at my back. Second of all, I'll still be uploading a normal vlog later today. I just figured I'd show you guys this just because I've been in the industry for almost 4 years now, learned a lot of tips and tricks. So what I'm doing right now, just starting out on this window, is you want to rinse it. So you saw right there, I rinsed it. Now I'm going to start working on that top sill. Top sill is the most important part and it's the most crucial because it really gets dirty in those sills. So I know in this little segment here, I'm underneath a porch, but usually you want to focus on that top sill because whenever it rains, all the dirt and grime that's in that top sill that's kind of hidden will just go directly back on your window. If you have a window cleaner out there that you're currently using and they're not focusing on that top sill and they're really only cleaning the glass, then you need to find a new window cleaner because, you know, you're wasting your money with them. A big reason on why I like to rinse the window before I actually start cleaning it, and I also rinse it after, is because it makes it a lot easier. The brush will glide right on the screen very smoothly. Living in Texas, a lot of the windows here will have this white film of caulk. And that white film, right when you're cleaning those frames in the left hand, the right hand, the bottom, the top, you'll see this white little film go all over the window, all over your brush. Do not worry, it'll all come off. And if anything, it just makes the frames look a lot whiter. It's good. But with that, it's even more important that you want to make sure you're rinsing the window every now and then to make sure you're not leaving any caulk on the actual glass. So right here, you'll see that I'm not even putting the brush on the actual glass or the frame. I'm literally just letting the water that's shooting out of the water fed bowl, I'm letting it seep into that little like crevice sill right there at the bottom of the actual window because a lot of dirt builds up there. When it drips down from the window, it'll slip into that little crack. So you want to make sure you're filtering out all of that dirt, all of that grime. I can't tell you how much times we've cleaned a window and then we were going back over it and then the water just kind of slipped into the crevice and a bunch of dirt came out. Me and my brother both looked at each other like, okay, now we know what to do. Right here, you can see I am making sure all of that water that's shooting out of the brush is getting inside of that top crevice. So when you take off the screen, right above that little part where the two window panes meet, there'll be a little crevice. And if you look into that crevice, you'll see lumps and clumps of dirt, grime, grass, buildup, bunch of stuff in there. Like we've seen mulch in there and bugs and like nests inside those areas. So you want to make sure you're really letting the water rinse thoroughly through that crevice, especially before you start cleaning the window. I've had some windows where I'm shooting it up into the little crack and the dirt just won't stop coming. You just want to be patient. Like I've sat there for 5 whole minutes, 10 whole minutes, literally just shooting my brush head in there, just watching clumps just keep on falling and falling. Just be patient and trust me, it'll all come out and it'll just make the window 10 times more pretty. And it'll also make it much easier to open and close for the actual homeowner. A lot of homeowners don't know this, but the insulation in your home, if you're having problems with that and you feel like air is getting in or your air conditioning or heater isn't working properly, windows your windows is the reason. Okay. You want to make sure you're regularly cleaning your windows. Like I can't stress the amount of times I've been to a house where I'm taking off the screens, I open the window, and there's just a huge layer of dirt there. And then I'm looking at the locks, and the locks are barely on, and they're like about to break off because there's so much dirt at the bottom there. The window isn't able to fully close before locking. Also, this homeowner was so nice. I have a terrible farmer's tan, and they just let me take my shirt off and get a little tan there. So thank you to the Moomins. You want to make sure you're pushing hard. You're putting a little bit of pressure on it. Do not put too much pressure because you don't want to break the window. But you don't just want to lightly touch, the brush onto the window. Okay. The brushes on most water-fed poles, they're all going to be microfiber. So you're able to put, pressure on it. So, don't worry about that. Now I am almost done with the window. And you want to grab your trusty microfiber cloth and just get rid of all of the dirt, all of anything that's left over after actually cleaning the glass. A lot of window cleaners skip over this part because after cleaning a window with a water-fed pole, you normally do not have to dry it. It just evaporates, which allows us to, no dry spots, no dry streaks, thanks to this water-fed pole system. But it's kind of like a blessing and a curse because after you're done cleaning it, the whole window is going to be all wet and it's going to be shiny. So it's going to look a lot cleaner than it might actually be. So you want to make sure after you're done cleaning, you're still looking at the window, making sure you didn't miss anything. And if you did, grab that microfiber cloth and just get rid of all that. And remember, guys, doing all of this extra work and making sure the windows look immaculate, the only reason why I'm able to do this is because of the price points that I schedule homeowners at. So if you're pricing your homeowners extremely low and you're just trying to get a bunch of jobs, do not do what I'm doing, okay? If you're trying to get, you know, high ticket clients on reoccurring contracts so that way you can automate your business, you want to make sure you're trying extremely hard on each window and making sure the house looks good. And then finally, you want to end it all off with a final rinse. This final rinse is literally just picking up all of like if was any dirt that you were trying to get off the microfiber cloth, it might have left something on the window. We want these windows to look 100% immaculate. So we're going to rinse it one last time, and then we're going to move on. And that's it, guys. That is how you clean a window with a water-fed pole like a pro. Do this if you want to actually automate your business and you're looking for high-ticket customers. Only do this if you're doing high-ticket clients. Do not do this if you're charging pennies on the dollar.